I don't know if you can hear me, Moses, but this is my guy. I'm in the end game. I'm level 82. I got some good shit. Primarily, I use this move, which doesn't do very much damage when it hits with the initial projectile. I'll show you. But when it hits with the beam, it does a lot of damage. Uh, and so they just came out with a new character class called the Huntress. And the reason that this character is so good is because of this. And what that means, and then I have this, and this. And then dexterity already latently gives you 2 per point. So each like node gives you, so these give me 5, and these give me 10. Um, and then this other thing over here, whenever I consume a power charge, I get infusion, cold infusion. Um, and then my build is basically based off of that and this. So, and then I have a skill. I believe it's on here. This consumes a power charge, and I get that whenever I crit. That happens. So I'm constantly generating power charges, and I always crit. I'll show you. So my main hand critical strike chance is 122% at max distance. Um, so I always crit, even when there's mods on the map that makes it so my critical strike chance is lower. I still always crit. Um, yeah, and then I just have a bunch of cool shit. Other than that, like this is cool. This is pretty sweet. This is a sweet item. I don't actually need it. It just like kind of makes the game more fun. Um, yeah, and then otherwise I'm just building, accuracy and critical hit bonus and lightning damage because I do a lot of lightning damage. And then for my single target, so this is my clear, and then this is my single target. I'll just show you. And I didn't make this from the build guide. I thought this up myself. Someone else could have thought it up since then, but I've looked at all the build guides. I don't think anyone else is doing it. Which is my favorite part about games, and I think yours too. It's like making interesting builds. Like other people are doing the crit thing because that's just good. But specifically for galvanic crossbow and the armor, because that armor wasn't very expensive, which leads me to believe that no one else is doing it. That's a monster mod, that ring around me right there. Oh, that blood on the ground is fucking me up. So my only weakness is I'm really squishy because I built like no defense. So I have max resistances to all the elements and chaos, but that teleport is also a monster mod. Teleports me into monsters when they're close, which is kind of cool if you can't find them. Looking around. A little jarring at first, but you get used to it. I don't remember what I was just saying. Anyway, it's fun though. I'm having a great time. Here, I'll show you my single target. That's my single target move. That's what I use to kill bosses. I kill bosses real fast. Yeah, but this game is cool. You can build anything. You can build anything you want. And this one, this PoE2 is just more accessible, easier to play. They like give you a lot of tutorials. Um, they tell you how to do it, you know, and it's actually as much as that all that craziness was, it's way simpler than PoE1. Um, it's just a better game in my opinion. The ceiling is lower, and it still allows like ultimate customization. Let's see if I have. No, I don't have a skill gem. So you get uncut skill gems that you can turn into any skill, as long as you have the required stats and the weapon to use it. You can make it. And like you know, you could be like a necromancer. They recently came out with Summon Spectre, which lets you bind any enemy in the game if once you kill it, not bosses, um, as like a minion that can follow you around. Um, and then they have just tons and tons of like skeletons, zombies, and stuff. So basically anything. You can do anything you want. But I like crossbows because they feel like guns. It's kind of fun. Anyway, I'm gonna see if I could send you this video. Exalted. Um, yeah, and the end game's cool. I'll show you the map. So once you get to the end game, which is the coolest part of the game, the story's pretty cool too, but it's not done yet because it's still in early access. So you have this like giant map, and you start out over here, and then you just go kind of wherever you want. Um, and then these like icons, these are like extra content on the map. So this one has a boss, and the monsters are higher level. And you're looking for like areas of corruption. It's like the main quest. I've cleared all the ones near me, so I can't really show you. But there's like this stuff, this red shit on the map. This is an area of corruption that I actually failed to clear. There's like a one of these symbols with the red blood kind of thing, but it has like a red ring around the icon. Um, and you have to beat a really hard version of that map. And you generally don't get as many tries um, to do it in order to clear it. And then if you do, then all of these corruption icons turn into, let's see if I did it over here, turn into these crystal things, which means it's been cleansed. But yeah, so you basically, if you go into the fog, like you reveal a little bit, but if you what you're trying to go for is these towers. So that's what I'm doing right now. Is I'm in this map. I am in, where am I? Man, it's easy to get lost. You can set bookmarks though. I just haven't. So I'm in this map, going for this tower. Um, and yeah, so this one I put um, all these mods into. That's why there's those mods on my maps, is because I put tablets into this tower, and then it also populates like a number of maps with like whatever kind of tablet it is. I think I used an irradiated one because I wanted to level up faster, and I also used a boss one, which added a couple bosses to the maps around it. Yeah, and you can see the radius of it. Yeah. But anyway, the game is super fun. If you do decide to get it, I have a lot of stuff for you to. Because, you know, some people, they're like, oh, I want to find everything myself. It's like, I just want to build stuff that's cool. And in order to build stuff that's cool, you have to have stuff. You have to have, like, you know, build enabling uniques that, like, make it so you can do what you want to do. You know, and so if you want stuff, I'll give you stuff, and it's cross-play for everything. So if you play it on PlayStation or Xbox or computer or whatever, we can play together, and I can give you stuff, and I can tell you how to play, you know, the game insofar as you need to know stuff, so that when you decide what you want to build, I can help you build it, and then we can have some fun if you have time. It is a little bit of time suck, but you know, it's fun. It's good times. Yeah. Oh yeah, so when I crit, I create power charges, and then I consume the power charges, and that's what those like extra spirally things coming off of my shotgun are. Is they shoot like these cold things that freeze enemies, and then when they freeze, they shatter and they blow up, and they freeze other stuff. Anyway, it's a good time. I'm trying to turn off this recording.